What up, y'all? What up, y'all? T-Jax is back with another YouTube video. Damn. Anyways, first off, I just want to say thank y'all for the support on my last video. I got over 150 views right now. It's been about 2 weeks since I posted it. I know I'm very slow when it comes to this sort of thing, but that's on a channel that had 9 subscribers before that video. So 150 plus views, I mean, that's pretty good. Like, I'm pretty happy about that personally. We're now sitting at 19 subscribers. I know I should be sent like what they got, like the copper play button or something like that. I'm gonna need that in the mail. But anyways, what am I here to talk about today? Well, I'm back. My lights are blue, and that is to represent my feelings. It's a somber event in human history, the Titanic submarine, or rather the losing of the Titanic submarine. So what happened? Well, what happened was there's a submarine called the Titan submersible, and what the submarine did was for $250,000 per passenger, it could fit up to 5 people, including the captain, so 4 non-captain people. $1 million per trip basically is what the company was making. And what they would do is a 2-hour descent, 4 hours touring the wreckage of the Titanic, and 2-hour trip back up to the surface. And that's it. Easy in, easy out. But the wreckage of the Titanic is pretty deep down in the ocean, so you would think that they would want to have, you know, the best parts, the best materials, the best controllers, all of that piloting it, right? And maybe like some gourmet meals down there. Nope. They packed peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. If you see this picture here, they had to say crisscross applesauce, like basically like sweating on each other, you know, coughing all over each other on the floor. And there was like one little area to, you know, piss and shit at, and that was pretty small with a little privacy curtain. It probably got pretty smelly down there if someone had to take a big old dookie. You know, you gotta hold that shit in or I'm beating your ass. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, with that being said, about 2 weeks ago there was a descent, and about an hour and 45 minutes into the 8-hour journey, they disconnected from the mothership. The issue with that is that the submarine itself can't control itself. They have to be controlled from the surface by the mothership. It was a fucking $20 Logitech controller. A Logitech controller. They were betting their lives on the connection of a video game controller. Anyone who has played a video game at all in their life knows that those things cannot fucking be counted on for shit. You could buy a brand new controller fresh out the box, and not only would it take a half an hour to fucking connect it probably, but you would have stick drift day 1. What the fuck? I'm not trusting that shit. This shit actually feels like it was built by Mr. Krabs himself. The creator actually raved about like how he was getting away with using like the cheapest like scrap materials to build this shit. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he was like picking fucking spare pennies up off the ground and like welding them to the ship when they had like leaks or some shit like that. But speaking of Mr. Krabs, it's funny because now, you know, now they're sleeping with the fishes, you know, now they're down there making, you know, rap songs with the Krusty Crew, all of that shit. But yeah, basically what ended up happening was they lost connection. They had up to 96 max hours of oxygen between the 5 of them, and if they weren't found within 4 days, 96 hours, then it was grit, you know. They got clipped by the ocean, by the Titanic. You know, I mean, at this point, the Titanic has been wrecked for like what, 111 years, and it's still getting bodies. You know, that shit putting up LeBron numbers, you feel me, with his longevity. And before any new info had came out, people were thinking that they were sitting down there in the darkness, pissing, shitting, throwing up on each other, scared for their lives, fucking crying on each other, going through the saddest of times, fucking itching at their necks like a crackhead for oxygen. And it turns out that's not what happened. About a week had passed where they would have been dead regardless of whether they were found or not, and there ended up being debris found, and later on possibly even, you know, human corpse remains. Basically the evidence was conclusive with the fact that it imploded, you know, which means that they were here and they were just gone, you know what I'm saying? You know, they got flicked off like a motherfucking light switch. Me personally, I wouldn't let the ocean do that to me. I stay away from that shit. I live in Michigan. We got lakes here, so we don't gotta worry about that. But not also do I not have to worry about it just because I don't live by an ocean. But for one, I'm not a fucking idiot. and for two, I'm not white. Now I understand that two of the passengers were not white on this trip specifically, but let's be honest, bro. This is a white thing to do. Like, you have to limit your possibilities of death in life, or you increase your chance of dying. You know, I think the whole point of life is to live it. And I know they say live to the fullest, but that was a fucking $250,000 death wish. Like, you paid $250,000 to get clipped, my nigga. Like, you died. Like, you paid $250,000 to die. Like, the moment I saw that shit was being controlled by a fucking video game controller, my nigga, I would have been off that shit first thing. I would have swam back up to the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I would have heard that while I was there, I wouldn't have been surprised that shit was really just like an Xbox controller and the fucking batteries died or some shit at that point. But me personally, you could have paid me $250,000 and I would have killed you. Like, for all that, you know, you could have actually put that wealth into something more important than a scummy, grimeless company, you know, made by the real life incarnation of Mr. Krabs. Nah, but for real though, I mean, everyone's gonna make jokes about shit like this because it is like a crazy thing that happened, and anything that blows up on social media is going to be joked about. And I think that nothing should be off limits when it comes to terms of comedy in real life, but like, I'm gonna laugh at that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, RIP, like, rest in peace. Like, for real though, like, that's a terrible way to go out. But, like, you deserve to get laughed at. Like, you obviously didn't get bullied enough as a kid if you thought that it was just okay to, you know, just throw your life away like that. Like, you know, one good wedgie and, like, you know, swirly, and you're gonna, like, stay away from some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna not stick your nose in places that it shouldn't be. That, like, the Titanic has been wrecked for over a fucking century. What the fuck is there to look at? Nigga, it's a broken boat. You're going to, like, you're gonna die to look out of a fucking... I can't even, like, describe how stupid that is to me. Like, once again, rest in peace, for real. But, man, you paid $250,000 to sit crisscross applesauce with 4 other grown men and look out of a fucking window at a broken boat and some fish in the darkness of the ocean. That is fucking retarded. It's funny because I just realized that you can probably hear my dad's motorcycle. He's leaving right now. You can probably hear my dad's motorcycle in the background for like a minute. So sorry about that low ambient noise if you heard it. But based on the fact of how I was just talking, I'm pretty sure you understand my feelings on the situation. I thought it was very stupid of a thing to do. But I also think it was a sad way to go out in the end. I wouldn't spend my $250,000 hard-earned doubloons on some shit that's basically just a death wish. That's all I'm saying. Like, they basically just paid for a visit with the motherfucking Grim Reaper. But if my baby, like, Ice Spice or Ruby Rose was down there, me personally, I would have turned into motherfucking Aquaman. I would have turned into LeBron James from that Nike commercial. Ooh, Lord. I would have been in that motherfucking ocean swimming. I'd have saved everybody, went back up to the surface, and, you know what I'm saying? I'd have got all the hoes for that. But that's just me. I understand if you're not like that, and that's not what you'd have done in that situation. But I'm built different. And out of the situation, I made a rap song, you know, summing up my feelings about the situation. So before I play that for y'all, just want to say thank y'all for tuning into this video. Keep showing love, keep supporting. Comment down below what video I should make next. Like, subscribe, whatever you do. Anyways, let's get into that rap. Peace out. Hey, I'm a little late, but I just had to say something for my niggas that died on that motherfucking Titanic submarine, you feel me? Damn, my niggas really stupid as fuck. They was trying to fucking look at the motherfucking Titanic and shit. Bitch, that shit already crashed. The fuck is y'all looking at? Bitch, how the fuck you die on the submarine? Fuck no, I wouldn't even do that shit if it was free. Nah, bitch, matter of fact, you gotta pay me. I value my life, my nigga, I'm only 18. How you up to 150 bands just to die? Nah, but for real, bro, it's RIP to guys. When we lost connection, it brought a tear to my eyes. Stupid ass sharks down there eating Five Guys. You couldn't force me on that shit, and that's all I'm saying. White people finding ways to die every single day, bitch. Natural selection in this bitch, and it got the slain. Should've ran when they heard the captain's a controller player. If I said that I was hurt, I'd be lying. But if Ice Spice was there, shit, I would've been diving. While I'm searching, yeah, dare a fucking giant squid to try me. All my blick underwater, I'ma leave his mama crying. That's calamari for the whole gang, you know it. But my niggas still chilling at the bottom of the ocean. They some real G's, they can never die by no implosion. Shit, they probably with my nigga Aquaman have emotion, nigga. Hey man, fuck this shit. RIP to guys. I'm out, bitch.
Daddy, I'm coming. Ah! Ah!
This ain't what you want.
Project X,
This ain't what you want.
Like the windshield wipers are right here.
Do you have optimism that they are going to be able to find this vessel?
No.
That's a hard answer to hear.
Michael! Don't leave me here! Michael! Michael! Help me!